Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're going to look at Ulta and compare it to Dollar General and Nvda and Skyworks. So Ulta, daily chart, home base, would be 181.21. Eventually this will keep curling higher, but I think Ulta can eventually get to this 50 MA. Wow, look at that. Oh, it did. That's right. It did break above that. I think we're going to get down to about the 200 area. If we start selling on a weekly basis and we close below these low pivots right here around 263, 260, I think we're on to at least go to 238, then ultimately get to the 200 number, and then possibly a little bit lower, like I said, on the monthly to 182.21. This will curl up tomorrow. It will follow price. When this thing comes in, this will slow down. But when charts get stretched like this, these stocks will come in. This is a monthly stretched chart play that we do all the time. Takes a little longer to play out as a swing trade, but they will come in. We did scalp this one today and we picked up some good coin, but that was an in and out, take the money and run, and makes, and on to the next one. Weekly is stretched. Daily wasn't bad though. He had a nice uptrend, but you know what? The trend is your friend until the end. We get below this 266 area, which we're hovering right now at 265. 25, 41, I see it going through at. We get below that. We gap below this one tomorrow morning. I think we can at least go to 260, and then possibly, if the markets start to dump, 255.48. This is going to be a market trade as well. If this is a weak stock and the SPY, the IWM, the Q start dumping, they're all coming in. Let's go to Dollar General. DG. And tell me if this looks familiar. Remember here. Remember, look at this chart. Up, 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 and away. Went from 59 to, what was it, 96.88, and then collapse. Does this look familiar? Up, 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 and away, and it's going to come in. This one has a mind of its own. It's a light volume stock as well. But let me tell you, this one starts to come in, it's going to fall. But let's go back to Dollar General real quick. Anyone in this one, you're going to have some support at 73.88. If that cracks, you're definitely going to fill this gap down in this area, 70.45. But ultimately, well, this one already hit the 20 MA, so it has to bounce here. If this thing doesn't start bouncing, we're definitely going to go this, and if the SPY starts to dump, we're definitely going to 64 bucks. So be careful with these outside red bars. This is ugly selling. It wiped out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months of gains in one day. Just be careful with stocks like this. It should have never have been up that high. Any of these stocks, to be quite honest with you. Let's look at Nvda. This is the next one. If you want to short this one, short it. You might have to hold it for a little while, but look at this. This is a monster. Replace it with Netflix with the FANG. Oh my gosh, that's what's making this thing go higher. It's the CNBC hype. It's the hype, guys. Turn off CNBC, turn off Bloomberg. Just follow the futures at right before you go to bed and say, thanks, guys. See you in the morning. This is just, stocks do not move in 90-degree angles. This is unhealthy. Home base on this one, 31.39. Eventually it's coming in. I'm thinking 33.88, but we're going to have to see how this comes down. But 50 will be a big area. This little pivot right in here will be 55.73. But I think boom, boom, boom. We got the 618 down in here around 43.90. And if that cracks, we're going lower. And wherever this curls in, but right in here around 37.38 is good support as well. Is there a little pivot? Yeah, there you go. Around 40 bucks. That was the pivot too. So eventually it will come in. These just take a little time. Look at Skyworks. This is when we shorted almost at the all-time high. It was around 112. Look at this one. Same. I can't even make this stuff up, people. Look. As this thing was taking off, you know what CNBC was doing when it hit 100? They were hyping this thing, and it probably had earnings, went up, and that's when I think it had earnings, and then we shorted at 112. And the all-time high was like 112.50 or 113. Came in, we covered weight, we took I think about 10% on it, and it just kept going. But look, came right back to this. That's what these things do. They're high flyers. There's a bunch of them out there. Let's see. We did Costco at one point. Costco, who shorts Costco? But look, stretch chart gets up here. Everyone's upgrading it. The talking heads are screaming about it. You got to get it up here. It's great. Comes right back in. And then we had the flash crash. I mean, look at that one. That was epic. Then look, gets stretched again, coming back in. This isn't that big of a stretch job, but let me tell you, double top, this thing's coming back in for landing again. Good uptrend here, but again, your trend is your friend until the end. This thing starts coming back in, it's going to be in trouble. Oh, look at that. Nice reversal. Look at that. It took out all these gains in one day. This is Costco. I know I'm jumping around. Getting excited, people. I love this stuff. 3M. We even shorted this one on an extended play. Look at this. Gets stretched up here. We were shorting right up in here. Boom. Right back down. We could go over chart over chart. I think Reality Inc. Oh, gosh. Look at this one. This is one we're short, too. I mean, how can you not short? And this one has a big upper trend line. Pretty nice symmetry, but come on. Everyone's CNBC. Oh, I don't even know what it is. Reality Income Corporation. Oh, you got to get in. Hurry up. It's going. You're going to miss it. Then you get an analyst who upgrades this up. I want to work for one of these places that you're upgrading stuff at all-time highs. Are you nuts? It's just so stupid. Look at this. Nice monthly bar. We're starting to sell. We close down in here on a monthly basis. It's on. Let's stick Fibonacci in this one. So your first stop, 65. If that starts to crack, you're going to have some resistance up in here. But ultimately, I'm thinking 55 bucks, 56 bucks around this 20 MA. Again, the 20 MA. Let's look at the daily. Daily, look at this. I mean, it comes in, chops around, inside bar. They try to break it up. Probably had some news or some, whatever they're telling people. Oh, we're upgrading this thing at the highs. It's going to be great. We think it's going to 82. No, they upgraded it so their buddy at Goldman Sachs can dump in everyone's face. And then when they're done dumping, there's no buyers, and then it just slips. We're below the MAs here, and this thing's going to go. But again, we're looking at the monthly stretched. There's a couple other ones, too, that were Humana. We played that one. Look at this stretch job. And I think we played it here. We took the money. It came crashing down because this was already stretched. And then they had some news of a buyout. Let's give them the news today so we can all write some calls up here and let them fade for 7 months, and make cash. We'll write calls December, January. We'll just let them fade. Again, stretched. Where did it come back to? 20 MA. I'm getting off. My head's popping off right now, people. Anyways, guys, I love this stuff. I love reading charts. If you know how to read these things, trading is easy. Scalping, swings, whatever. Don't listen to the hype. Just listen to the charts. I mean, come on. We're in an inside bar right here, too. If this thing closes below this on a monthly basis, and I think they have some buyout rumors or something as well, this thing's going downtown. First stop is going to be 130. Then if the markets are dumping, I don't know if we're getting down in here, but let's go back. Let's see. I think there's some good support probably in here. Let me tell you, it's got to be, let's put a fib in here real quick before we go. Yeah, 38. So it's holding the 382. That thing cracks. This thing's going to 121, 130 area. Especially this. You got a nice bearish pattern. Boom! All right, guys. Enough excitement for today. Back to Ulta. Had a great scalp after hours. Took it for about $7 on the last half. Stretch chart. If you're long in Ulta, be careful. Again, thanks for watching my videos. John at StockBookie.com. God bless. See you on the charts.